noticing that there's a bit of a tug of war between global data access, like the Cloud Act, and the Indian sovereignty coming up, compute power, and all of that in discussion. And in a hypothetical breach in such a situation, let's say there's a foreign cloud provider involved, but it is, let's say, something like Indian health records or something like this. Um, who governs, who decides, and is there an ideal adjudication model? Is there something in the acts that can be kind of read in a certain way? Why don't we start with you, Swar, and then Mansa, if you can follow up.
Great. So it's a very important concern that each and every data intensive company is facing today. Uh, in fact, we are one of the most affected countries with this problem, as we being one of the biggest data producers and data being transferred outside our country. So this is one of the challenges. Now, how to adjudicate this particular issue depends on various things. The first thing that we need to consider is the contracts between the parties. This is the first thing that we need to consider. Second, whether that contract talks about arbitration. If there's an arbitration, there's an easier route, and then you can have the end of arbitration. That's something which is a talk of dispute resolution. If there's no arbitration, then of course, if there's an exclusive jurisdiction which is being accepted by both the parties, then in that particular jurisdiction, that suit can be filed. This is with respect to the dispute resolution. Now, when we talk about such kind of problems, we need to understand that the data that is being processed is something which is complying by the local data laws. Now, we already know that we are using various AI tools. For example, the moment we use ChatGPT, we are liable by US laws. So, the moment we are using the services of foreign companies, even though we have domestic bylaws, we are levied upon by foreign laws, which each and every individual users need to understand. Of course, when it comes to companies, they already know about it. But such kind of a transfer at a global level, as I mentioned in my presentation, is very critical, as in each and every country is talking about their own data sovereignty. So EU is very stringent, China is very stringent. India is copying up in this